Hello friends and fellow flute enthusiasts, and thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be looking at a pre-owned flute that we have taken in through our trade-in program at Horizon's Flute Store. If you're not familiar with that program, we offer to anyone who has flutes that they can trade in their gently used flutes of any kind, Native American style. We've got some world flutes too. They can trade them in for store credit, or you can also get a cash offer. So today, I typically give sound samples of all of these, which is where all of those videos of me playing flutes comes from. Most of those, if not all of those, short videos are sound samples of the pre-owned flutes. We've had over 600, nearly 700 flutes come in through our trade-in program. And the longer form video today, and that you might see in the future, is to give a little context around some of the more unique flutes that we get in, just to give some examples, perhaps some tips on playing them, what they are, sort of those things. I also want to talk about our pre-owned flute program and some other things that we have coming up. But today our attention is going to be on this particular flute. This is a flute made by Guillermo Martinez, Quetzalcoatl music. And this is a model of flute called the Teotihuacan. And this one has, you'll see that it's one's longer, one's shorter. And the way that these operate, this particular model is a mid D flute here and a mid A flute here. And I wanted to share this with you because some people are like, well, how do you play the two at the same time? You may be looking at these going, well, how do you make music with it? And by the way, we've got a whole course on our flute school for playing flutes like this and other double flutes, drone flutes. But specifically for this, what makes this flute unique are these thumb holes in the back. Okay, so how I approach this is this D flute plays, the holes here play the bottom three holes of a D flute. I'll talk about thumb holes in a second. So bottom three holes of a regular native style flute, this is the same tuning. Now, what's weird is when you get the other hand involved, this is typically our top hand. However, on a setup like this, it is the bottom three holes of an A flute. So it's not where you keep your ring finger down here. You're going to treat these like the bottom three holes of your A flute. Now, the thumb hole in the back, that one's kind of weird. What's this note? Well, if we follow up the scale, that is the 6th flat. So how that looks on, I brought my other D flute here, how that looks on a single native flute, that note resides here, known as a cross fingering. Something is closed below the rest that are open, or something above that's open. And so that is our 6th flat note. And we have that on the A side too. And so what we get is it can be kind of a lot to balance. So how do you go about playing something like this? One idea, we also have the two embouchure holes here, so you can play them independently or you can bring them in together, which is oftentimes what I like to do. I like to approach the lower flute as the calling out, the higher flute as the response, and then kind of bring them together and then kind of interplay between those. So just as an example, bring them together. A lot of beautiful melodies that you can make with a harmony flute. These are also called harmony flutes. So you'll see different key setups. These are this particular one, and I think the majority of the ones that Guillermo Martinez makes specifically are fifths apart. And that really becomes a little bit more intuitive and less competitive between the lower and the higher flute that you have. Fourths can be a little tricky to work with, not as friendly, I should say. Takes a little bit more work to find that harmony. So let's talk a little bit about the pre-owned flute program, as I mentioned, how it operates in the beginning, and then you can use that credit at our store or our school. And one of the things that we changed for 2025 is we are giving our members who are inside Horizons Plus, this is the membership model of our learning platform, Horizons Flute School, we are giving them 48-hour priority access to these pre-owned flutes. We typically have we send out a newsletter on Sunday, and this is a newsletter that you're welcome to be a part of as well. We send out specials, sales, some things that are going on, happenings, all sorts of things. Every Sunday you're going to get that email in your inbox. But if you're a Horizons Plus member, you're going to get access to these pre-owned flutes on Friday. This is something that we're trying for 2025 to see how it clicks, how it works. But these are some of the other perks. These are not all of the perks. These are just the new ones for 2025 in our membership. And inside that membership, inside that school membership, we offer so much to support you along your path with the native style flute. We bring in guest presenters to give workshops on certain areas, technique, playing with others, rhythm, harmony, all sorts of things. This year we're going through all the modes and scales. So all of our lesson modules and one of our Q&A sessions and flute circles per month are geared towards that specific thing. But we have so many activities for you to be involved with. Whether you choose to attend live or catch the playback of these things, there's so much available to you. So if you have questions about your flute journey, about your flute, about flute playing, you're welcome to drop those in the comments below. If you have flutes that you want to trade in to become a member or to have a gift certificate to our flute store, maybe you're just looking a little cash in your pocket, then feel free to reach out through our website. That's horizonsflutestore.com, as well as horizonsfluteschool.com. You can reach us there as well. So my encouragement for you today is to pick up your flute and play a little music. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. Take care.